A hidden jewel. Once you realize this, you will say, how is that? The spell work that your enemy send your way, as a tool, use it and recognize that the spell work that your enemy send toward you, it's a hidden jewel. A lot of people don't realize this. How is this? People, how is this? It caused a lot of disruption and closback and setbacks in my life. How it's a jewel, and you constantly those days are over. When you understand alchemy and how to utilize other people's energy to your advantage. I'm not talking about energy harvesting. I'm talking about taking the energy that is sent towards you, alchemizing and transmuting it, and shifting it to a form that is usable for you. It becomes a tool that you can utilize to your vehicle, to push it forward. Now, let's just speak about energy. When we're talking about alchemy is simply the transmutation of energy. Transmuting something from one form into another. As you all know, energy can't be destroyed. It can be transferred or transmuted. So energy can be transmuted or transferred. A lot of time when your enemy send you spell work, they are coming from space of rage, anger, hate, this passion or desire to see you fail. It is a driving force. And the hatred, the jealousy, the envy, all of that energy, it takes a lot of energy to operate on those particular emotions, right? It takes a lot of energy to feel rage and anger and bitterness. All of that requires a lot of energy. Whereas the energy of love, peace, compassion, it doesn't require as much energy. Okay? You feel me? I'm coming to you. That's why they say when people get mad, it takes far more energy to stay mad, right? It really takes a lot of energy to stay mad all day. You have to really force yourself it's exhausting to stay mad all day. That's why it takes a lot more energy to stay in these types of emotion. But consider that emotions is simply energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. So when your enemies are sending you all of this passionate emotion to see you fail, they are passionate about seeing you fail. Your energy operating from their lower chakras, lower 3 chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus chakra. So these 3 chakras are 3 colors: red, yellow, and orange. As you can see, with the fire that red, yellow, and orange flame, right? So your enemy is operating from the lower chakra, and they are using all of this energy of hatred and anger towards you to send negative energy, hopes it will cause destruction for you. So just imagine every ritual that they do against you is one torch of fire. For each ritual they send toward you, you can imagine throwing a flame of fire towards you. Now, you can decide to passively stay in there and say, all right, hey, you just allow it to destroy you and consume you. You got the free will to allow it to destroy you or consume you. Or you can build up some sort of barricade to protect yourself from the flames You're not gonna. It's not gonna stop them from throwing, but you can protect yourself, or you can create a tool that allow you to collect that energy and use those torches of fire to be the energy that you need in your rocking ship to get your soul higher or to get your vehicle higher. You have the free will to alchemize and transmute energy in the way that you see fit. One of the greatest mistakes that a lot of chosen seed make, instead, they typically one of two things. They either spend their time protecting their energy from these flames, spell work that being sent, or they allow themselves to be consumed because they feel helpless. You know? Are you getting me? So, now, the reason why a lot of people saying, what's wrong from protecting myself? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Consider when you are in protective mode, you are in survival mode. And being in survival mode keeps you functioning in your lower chakra. Because survival modes mean that you're trying to make it from one day to the next. And you're gonna put a lot of your energy and time into creating barriers to protect your energy. So when you have a lot of barriers around you to protect you from the spell work that your enemy is sending towards you, it becomes a more dense energy that surrounds your auric field. And because of more dense energy, because you're in survivor mode, you're not light enough in your energy to vibrate higher in order to manifest, because you're still in survival mode. So, it is very important to understand how energy works, because when you understand how energy works and you recognize that you can use your enemies as a tool, as a footstool, to get you to climb higher, and your enemies will become your footstool. The literal meaning of it. You need fuel to get your vehicle moving. You often use that fuel. Chosen have been consumed by the energy that the enemy sent towards you, and you never took the time out to think, can I use this to my advantage? Do I have to send it back? Listen, think about it. It's easier to send it back, and it needs a little bit effort, but they have free will to send negative projection in any direction you want. But think about it. Do I really want to put effort to send it back? Free will. Do I really want to put effort to protect myself? Or I'm gonna use my free will and the authority to determine what I want to do with that energy? Look, but time it reach your auric field, and how I want to alchemize it and transmute it and make my Merkaba, my vehicle, push forward. What you gonna gain from returning it to sender? Yeah? That's your auric field. Nobody have authority to determine the frequency of your auric field, how you operate in that particular auric field. Nobody have authority except you. You know? I'm gonna suck it all up, and I'm gonna transmute it all out. In a very beautiful way. Yes. With a loving love heart. Remember, love, joy, compassion. It doesn't effort a lot of energy. You know? Like I'm تكب بنزين على النار. You know? But you are taking it out as evaporation. Why? Because you're not angry. They are angry, passionate to smoke, to see you fail, and the anger and hatred quite a lot of energy. You know, why you get it go waste? You know, put the benzo in the fire and evaporate it with love upwards. You know, you have the authority to do that, or you can continue to create more protective layers, protect, and a lot of time, you know, a lot of time I find that the protection is up, but the manifestation are minimal. Largely because they're spending too much time fighting up against the energies that are being sent, rather than transmuting it and using it. Use that flame, emotions, energy. Motion, alchemy requires energy, and it requires motion, it requires movement. And typically, as many of you know, when it comes to manifesting, the common thing, think about what you want, write it down, visualize it, see it, feel it, touch it. But the main thing that is always pushed with strong emphasis is the emotions. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So I wanted to share this video to make some people look at it in a different way. Oh, my enemy is sending me energy. I'll be praying. I'll be praying for this. I'll be praying when I'm gonna get another hoof of negative energy, when I'm gonna get my fuel,